Hi guys, I'm Tanya and welcome back to my channel. I am here to recommend 5 animated movies that I am sure you might have not watched and you will definitely like. So these animated movies that I'm going to be talking about are not the animated movies that you watch every day. They are not the fairy animated films. They have a lot to offer. They are not anime, but they are animated movies with a lot of deep meaning and a lot to show about life. It is mostly for every age group as well, so I'm very excited to talk about them. I have tried to pick up animated movies which are available on OTT, so I will let you know where you can watch them as well. And these are some of my recent 5 animated movies that I watched, and I cannot wait to share them with you guys. The first animated movie that I want to talk about is called Sausage Party. As the name recommends, it is an adult comedy animated film. It does not have like adult things that you're thinking about, but just like an adult film. It is basically about food items in a grocery store who are characters, and they find out that human beings out of the grocery store and in the world are not as divine as they thought, and they're actually there to destroy them. It is a very funny animated film and is available on Netflix, and I highly recommend it. So basically when I was watching the movie, I didn't know what I am getting into. I just knew that it is interesting with as the name suggests, it's called Sausage Party. And I just went through it, and one of the voiceovers is given by James Franco, so I was really excited to watch it. And when I started watching the movie, it was definitely a ride because I just went in without expectations and I was just like, wait, what am I watching? And like when I was watching the movie, I realized that there are so many things that we do as human beings which are so fucked up, and I was like, oh my god, if I think of myself as a food item, even I would be hating human beings. And the movie is definitely like an adventurous ride. It has so much to offer. It is funny, it is adventurous, it is intense, it is sad, and I really enjoyed watching this movie. The characters and the emotions in the movie are so cool that you're gonna have fun each minute. This is not a typical adult animated film, but it's a movie that even children can watch, and it's definitely for all age groups. It is available on Netflix and it's called Sausage Party, and I highly recommend it. The second movie that I want to recommend is a movie that I think some of you guys must have seen it. It's called How to Train a Dragon, which is also available on Netflix. I highly recommend this movie to go through every emotion, to watch the magnificent creatures and the imagery that the movie has shown. And this is also a movie that is for every age group and not only children, and that's why I highly recommend How to Train a Dragon. This movie also has some really nice relations between characters, and it's just gonna like make you smile throughout the film. This movie is basically about a Viking who has to kill a dragon in order to be like in power, but when he goes to kill the dragon, he actually turns out to befriend the dragon, and the relation between the Viking and the dragon is just amazing. The emotions that they've shown, and like the way they've shown the movie is so mature and so nice that it is way beyond an animated film. This is basically a 3-part animated film. I have seen 2 of them. I still have to watch the 3rd one, but it is so well made that I couldn't wait to recommend it to you guys. Hiccup is the main character in the film, and his relationship with the dragon is so sweet. It is so nice. It will definitely leave you with puffy eyes but also a big smile when you're watching the film. And this is a movie that I'm definitely gonna make my niece watch, my future kids, if I have them, watch them. But yeah, it is a very highly recommended film. It is so cute, and I'm sure that you will love it much more than I did. The third movie that I want to talk about is called The Little Prince, which is also available on Netflix. It has a lot of modern teaching with great animation and a very good soundtrack. It is not an everyday animation film which is only for kids, but it is actually more for the mature crowd because there is so much to offer, so I highly recommend this film. The movie is about a little girl who befriends an old man in her neighborhood, and both of them are kind of going through something crazy in their own lives, so they become each other's shoulder to cry on, and in that way they have their own journey. But then there is also a parallel story going on from his writings, the old man's writings, which the little girl reads, and the little girl is going through something with her mother which the old man stands up for her, and there is so much happening that you're just like, oh my god, this is life, and you can connect to a lot of things. And that's what I love about the film, because it is not like just a Disney princess animation film. It is very nice and very interesting. It is creative, it has a fantasy world, and this is definitely a tearjerker film. The movie is based on a book by the same name, and I've heard that the movie and the book are equally good. Generally, books are better than movies, and it's very rare that I read something like that. So I'm honestly very interested in reading the book as well. And if I read the book, I will let you guys know if the movie is as good as the book. The Little Prince is something I highly recommend, and you have to watch the fantasy magic world of this film. The next movie that I want to talk about is called Turning Red. This is quite a controversial animated film which is available on Apple TV. A lot of people had an issue with this movie because it is a coming of age drama film, but honestly when I watched the film I didn't have any issue with its narrative at all. You can watch the movie to find out more. It is available on Apple TV and I highly recommend it. The movie is basically about this little girl who has a family curse, and whenever she go through an extreme emotion like sadness or anger, she turns into a big red panda. That's the movie. And obviously she's a kid, right? She's like 17, not even 17, like 12, 13, so she doesn't know what she's going through, and her mother kind of knows about this curse, so she tries to protect her daughter from it. And then the grandmom is trying to like get the curse out of her, and there's all that drama, but it is so unique, so nice. I don't know why people had a problem with its controversy. I mean, I've read about it, but for me it totally worked. It didn't show things in a bad manner. But if you've seen the movie, let me know if you felt offended about what they showed in that one scene. For me it totally worked. It was normal for a parent to go through that emotion. I don't want to tell you about it because let's see if you even catch it out, you know. So it is available on Apple TV. It's called Turning Red, and you will really enjoy watching this film. Try to watch it with your friends because it's super cute and perfect for a girls' night out. The fifth movie that I want to talk to you guys about is a Walt Disney film called Onward, which is also available on Apple TV. One of the characters is dubbed by everybody's current favorite actor and Spider-Man, Tom Holland. The movie is full of magic, adventure and great animation. I really like how Disney has evolved and started making movies which is beyond fairies and magic and adventure and happy endings, because this movie is not that. It is a family animation film and has so many emotions and is so mature in its writing that you will really not believe that this is an animation film that you can actually watch with kids. The movie is actually based on a family who have lost somebody in life but still find someone they can look up to. I mean, all of us in life have lost somebody, but we always look up to someone who reminds us of that person, and that is such a mature thought. I mean, and to put it in an animation film is so good, especially when like young kids are watching. The thought that goes in their mind is so amazing. I mean, like, you don't even know what they must be thinking. You don't even know if they know what is death, but to like, you know, show them something that if you lose something you always have someone you can look up to is a very, very good thought. The movie is mature, emotional, very good sound score, very good animation, and I highly recommend it. It is available on Apple TV and is by Disney and Pixar Studios. So these are 5 animation movies that I wanted to recommend you guys, which are not your everyday animated films. They are very nice, very mature, and you can watch it with your family, friends, and have a really good time. The whole genre of animation has evolved a lot, and that's what I love about animation these days. I am kind of watching a lot of animated movies. So these are 5 movies that I highly recommend. Let me know which is your favorite animated movie in the comments below, and I will see you very soon.